Hello and welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Lorna Blessed. I'm a certified motivation coach, brand and mental health ambassador. On today's show, I'd like to share with you some tips on positive motivation and looking after your mental health beyond lockdown. Lockdown is almost over or somewhat over in various places. I know some have gone back to work and it's now official that you can now work from home for some jobs all the time. If you never used to work from home before, the choice is yours. If you have to travel to work, here in the UK it's becoming compulsory that we wear masks on all public transport or we can't use it. What do you think about that? In my last show we talked about coping strategies and I will share some more in later shows. Let's now take a look at positive motivation and looking after your mental health now and beyond lockdown. Like I said, I know for some it's over, but you should still keep looking after yourself regardless. What do we mean by positive motivation? It means you're motivated by a reward of some kind after a goal you set for yourself, like a pat on the back for your good works. Example, you may have started your day with some challenges to face, but you aim to overcome them and treat yourself with something like a nice meal or a glass of fine wine or a good movie or just some you time with a good book. Another example, the children do the chores around the home and you use positive motivation to reward them with a treat like movie time, a day out, or when we're not in lockdown of course, or a new sticker on their well done chart. Using positive motivation is like the bullseye on a dartboard for your mental health and your mental state and keeps you uplifted and focused. I'll explain in 4 steps. Step 1, you position yourself. You make yourself available and ready. Step 2, you aim for whatever your heart's desire. Step 3, you project your focus on getting to where you want to go and throw yourself full force into whatever it is you want to do. Step 4, bullseye, you reach your goal. If you deviate from any of those steps, you misfire and you miss your goal. You may become uninspired and demotivated, so you go back to step 1. You position yourself. Step 2, you aim. Step 3, you project and you throw. Step 4, bullseye. Those 4 steps were taken from my DARTS coaching program, DARTS, which I'll be launching soon. So if you're following me on social media, you'll see when that's starting. I have covered positive motivation in previous shows, but as the subject is so broad, you're sure to hear the subject in upcoming shows too, as I am a motivation coach, but I'll do my best to keep you entertained as well as inspired and motivated, whilst teaching and coaching you to be the best you can be. You have that ability within you. You can be the best you can be. The one thing in being motivated is to remember you can only take control over what you can and stop worrying about what you can't. If you waste time worrying about what you can't, you'll never be motivated to find out if you can. This is where you miss out on life. Life passes you by and you didn't even see it. So you need to create an environment that is harmonious and positive, where you can find the inner you and feed your soul. Life is an experience and you have opportunity to live it out in the best possible way, and when opportunities come along, take them. If you feel like you're missing opportunities, create them. In life, you are in service to others, not just yourself. Whatever you do, say, or sometimes think has an effect on others. Even if you never opened your mouth and spoke it, your actions tell all. Actions speak louder than words. So in being of service to yourself, love what you do, and if you don't, do something else. Love the life you live the life you love, and love you first. Love you always. Always try to keep your emotions in check and try not to be entertained by narcissists who are only in your company because they can't stand their own company. If you pay attention to them, you're not paying attention to yourself. Undertake an exercise regime that you can manage and connect to spirit, however you define spirit pertaining to your culture or belief system. Keep your mind and body physically fit so that you always feel well enough within yourself to face the day and whatever challenges it may bring. In order to stay focused, know the purpose and meaning of what it is you hope to achieve, why it is you do what you do, what will it mean to you. Treat yourself to a good book. Once in a while, just treat yourself to a good book. Feel the book in your hand and smell those newly printed pages and breathe in the essence of whatever it was the writer was trying to convey. Nothing beats a good book. Try to read inspirational books, books of faith to keep you motivated and inspired. Challenging books with puzzles to keep your mind active at day. Faith books at night. Not Facebook, faith books. When you've accomplished all you want to achieve, reward yourself with something fabulous of your choice. Anything your heart desires, go for it. If you've earned it, it's yours. Note some of the things I have said throughout the show. Take control over what you can and stop worrying about what you can't. Create a harmonious and positive environment where you can feed your soul. Life is an experience where you have the chance to create opportunities. You don't have to wait for opportunity, create them. Keep your mind and body physically fit. Know the purpose and meaning of goals and achievements. Go for whatever your heart desires. These are some of the things that help you maintain good mental health, because you will always be in the state of being motivated to do something. It's when your idle boredom sets in and your mental health suffers. Keep yourself motivated and challenged by setting goals. Have a 3-month, 6-month, 12-month plan. Where do you want to be a year from now? In order to stay uplifted and motivated and inspired, keep your mental health in check. Break down your goals into weekly segments and reward yourself at the end of every month until you reach your final goal 1 year from now. That is how you master positive motivation. It may not be as easy as it sounds, and at times it's going to be very challenging, but it will be worth it when you can pat yourself on the back and look at all the goals you've reached and all the rewards you've achieved. And remember, you don't have to go it alone. You can get yourself an accountability partner that keeps you in check, a coach or a counsellor, depending on the type you require. Or a really good friend you can rely on who won't judge you. I hope this show has inspired you to try something new and that you stay motivated in your journey through life. Your affirmation. I am inspired to be the best me I can be and motivated to accept all challenges. I am inspired to be the best me I can be and motivated to accept all challenges. Thank you for listening to this episode of the My Time Show. I'm your host, Lorna Blessed. You can follow the show on Facebook or our page at My Time Show on Facebook, of course, at My Time Show. Capital M, capital T, capital S, My Time Show. Or follow me at Lorna Bless UK across social media. You can hear the show on various platforms including Spreaker.com, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google and Apple Podcasts, and many others. You can book a 30-minute free coaching session with me via Instagram, direct message or email. Thank you to those of you who have been downloading the show and sharing the show amongst your personal networks. Much appreciated. Your affirmation again: I am inspired to be the best me I can be and motivated to accept all challenges. Until next time, stay motivated, uplifted and inspired. Lorna Blessed.